Hello everyone, welcome back to F1 2021 My Team Career Mode. Today we are doing Silverstone and we've got a special livery for our home Grand Prix. I think it looks really nice. Let's get straight onto it. Practice and save. So
we return once again then to the home of British motorsport and the birthplace of the Formula One World Championship. It's race day here at Silverstone and it's time for the British Grand Prix. Straddling the border of Northamptonshire and Buckinghamshire, the 18 corners of the Silverstone circuit form the 3.6-mile beating heart of Formula One. It's been reinvented over the years, with Turn 1 now the fast right-hander of Abbey, but the magic of racing is as strong here as it's ever been. Also here, of course, is Anthony Davidson. Why don't we discuss McLaren? What do you make of their performance so far this season?
Well, the atmosphere within that team seems very positive at the moment. Everyone seems like they're in great spirits and having a lot of fun doing what they do, and that's definitely contributed to the performances we've seen.
With the race minutes away from starting, here's what today's grid rundown looks like. Good job yesterday from Valtteri Bottas. The Finn starts from pole position, and Lewis Hamilton completes the front row. Looking at the rest of today's grid, we have Norris, Ricciardo, Max Verstappen and Perez, Leclerc, Sainz, Gasly and Yuki Tsunoda, Fernando Alonso, Vettel, Lance Stroll and Ocon, Mick Schumacher, Giovinazzi, James and Nikita Mazepin, Matsushita, Russell, Latifi and Kimi Raikkonen finishes off the grid. And now it's time to head down to the track.
So we head on to our formation lap. We didn't qualify last for once, which I was quite happy with, but we are behind Giovinazzi, our rival.
Clutch bite is good, gearbox is responding normally.
But
make sure to warm up the tyres and
practice
brakes.
And qualifying did not save. So yeah, couldn't put those in the video, so I just thought I'll show you the new car. There you see Matsushita behind us, also in the new car. It looks amazing, if I do say so myself. It's just a different colour scheme to the original. And it's 5 red lights. And away we go. So we get actually quite a good start here. Bunch of smoke back there from the wheel spin. Everyone goes slow here because Sergio Perez and Max Verstappen have a collision. We end up going a little wide, but we get some massive positions where we just catch everyone sleeping on the track because of the crash. So we get ahead of Fernando Alonso and Esteban Ocon. That is Ocon just behind us. And he's going to be one of our main competition throughout the race. We also have Sergio Perez behind us because he obviously got in an accident, so he's going to have the pit after this lap. Here you can see I've still not got that distance between me and Ocon. He is still able to fight for the position, but we are just not letting him have it. I wanted points for this race, and so I made myself have points for this race. There it goes, he tries to go on the inside again. Pulls out though, and then he tries to get at us just here. We don't let him again. So coming on to lap 3, it is Alonso behind us, not Ocon. My apologies. Tsunoda and Alonso try and make it too wide. It doesn't work. And then Alonso tries to go down the inside, but I'm already turning at that point, and so he ends up losing his position to Tsunoda and Vettel, and I think also Stroll. Lap 4 now, you have Tsunoda actually making the move. He backs out here. Just a little bit. We do make slight contact, but not enough to warrant like massive damage. And he's still in the running order, so we're both fine. Here you have Vettel trying to get the position on me. We don't let that happen either. We are able to keep our position at P9. I also gave myself a custom outfit and helmet just on top of the car. I think it looks really good. So Tsunoda comes at us again. We go side by side. He ends up just slowing up completely, and I do like a kind of leg break, so we just shoot right past him. So I'm not sure what happened there, because the AI did it like all races. Here, at lap 7, Stroll is trying to fight me, so we go side by side into the final few corners at the chicane, and we dive down the inside and we're able to keep the position yes again. Now, I cut a lot of this race out because it wasn't the most interesting race, so I put in all the battles that happened. Here is a lovely cinematic and also a fight between me and Stroll. So here we are, basically going side by side. He gives us room, we give him room, but he's not able to keep it in front, and he ends up having to fight the Alpine of Esteban Ocon, I do believe. And then Ocon has to brake, because otherwise he's going to make contact. And here Stroll tries to go on our inside at this corner, it doesn't work, he ends up braking, he does that weird braking glitch or something.
Some information on signs.
So we get ahead.
They are
Lap
out
9,
of the race.
Size has to retire from the race. Don't know what happened. I think it was just an engine fault. So a lot of teams obviously have to work on their durability. So I think that's almost like one with every engine.
Nobuharu is in the pits. Nobuharu in the pits.
Lap 11, all the like first half like come in for their pit stops. Here we come out just behind Max Verstappen, and I think I want to challenge him a bit. I don't want to just go, alright, I'm going to give you the position straight away. So I actually fight with him a bit. Lap 11 now, he comes down on the inside of this corner, and this is when I'm like, alright, I'll just keep fighting you. But we are about to just be like, alright, yeah, you can have the position right here. I'm just like, you can have the position. I try to stick on his slipstream, but we're coming up to one of my worst corners ever in any F1 game, and so I just completely back out of it. I don't want to make contact. That allows Ocon to actually come up behind us. Lap 11 now, we are coming into the pits. We actually have the fastest pit stop of all. We had a 2.1 second pit stop, which I was actually pretty happy with, because we definitely weren't having the best luck with pit stops. But you can also see, I think that's Sergio Perez coming in. A whole bunch of teams were coming in. And so we stopped for the mediums. That was a 2.1 second pit stop, so we definitely did a good one, and that also gives us room between us and Stroll. Because Stroll and Ocon and Fernando Alonso and Tsunoda were all trying to get my position for points. At this point I am P8 as well, so we've got some decent points. We've got 4 points on the board if we finish where we are. So, at 13, just come out of the pits. I was having trouble with the brakes as soon as I came on these mediums. So here, if you just look at the bottom right, you see I've changed the brake bias up to 60 to try and make it better. But that just feels too strong now, so I end up lowering it. Here Stroll comes out on us, but he ends up backing out again. So I don't know what's happening there. Stroll comes at us again, we go side by side at, this is lap 14 now, we go side by side and he backs out yet again. So I wanted these battles to happen, but every time like an interesting battle starts to happen, one of them just backs out at a corner. Here Tsunoda in the AlphaTauri, he did the same sort of brake. I don't know what happens there, because I know that I don't have the brake there, so I'm just a little confused why they brake there. I don't know if it gives them extra speed if they brake. Here we actually go side by side with Tsunoda. This time he doesn't back out, but kind of squeeze him on the off the outside. He tries to do switchback, it doesn't work for him, and so we were able to keep our position on lap 17. But Tsunoda's still pretty close to us, and so on lap 18 now he comes back at us again. We almost make contact with him there, but we're able to hold it. he tries to take the defensive line, but we basically force him off the defensive line, and yeah, we then take the inside, and he ends up losing the pace of Ocon as well, which I could deal with a bit better because Ocon's using the same power unit. Here, Ocon trying to go on the outside, we basically don't let him have that room, and so he then, I think, tried to switch back, and again we go complete defensive, and it just doesn't land for him. So lap 21 now, we are actually coming to the end of the race. There just wasn't enough happening for me to have more of the race in. I put in the good bits. Ocon actually overtakes us, and now we are going side by side here. I do tap his side pod a little bit, but honestly not like a malicious way, or like a stupid amount to the point where he has to retire or whatever. There I actually lose the rear end and then go wide. So I have problems in that chicane, like always. I always lose the rear end, and then this bit as well. So Ocon comes back at us at lap 22. We go side by side into this corner. I think he then suffers from dirty air from our car and then ends up going wide, and so he's not really able to contend for the position. So we just carry on our merry way. Here Perez actually comes at us. He closes the door on us quite hard, so I just completely push him off the track. I probably shouldn't have done that in hindsight. That was a bit harsh and a bit dumb, but I was just so frustrated with how much he pushed me off the track. So we keep the position, and even Ocon gets ahead of him. So lap 23, Perez is coming at us again. This time it is perfectly okay for him to shut the door, but he doesn't. Well, he sort of does. We go for the dive bomb, we get ahead of him, and then he kind of turns into us. So I don't know what happened there, but you know. So we get the position. Lap 24, Perez is coming at us again. We go side by side this time in the turn. We come to a mutual agreement of no more hitting into each other. So, but I end up diving on the inside and taking the inside line and keep the position. Lap 25 now, Perez is actually coming at us again for one last time. We go side by side yet again, but this time he just completely backs out. And he goes on the outside line, but we are already on the inside, so there's nothing we can do. So we are now coming up to the final lap of the race. I got a gap between me and Ocon here, 1 second, but in the chicane I just lose it all. But we come down on the inside of the pit wall to kind of show our team how well we did. And we even get driver of the day, which I was quite happy about. There you can see the new overalls.
So Mercedes have won it, and what a great race it was. Anthony Davidson, what helped them deliver this result, do you think?
Well, tyre management probably played quite a large role in the outcome of this one. As ever, it's not just about speed, it's all about maintaining that speed consistently over a stint, over a race distance. So being able to keep up the lap times while still being smooth on the controls and gentle on the tyres, that's really where the race was won today.
And I can see the drivers starting to approach the podium for the victory celebrations. A real team victory today. Everybody played their part. Congratulations then to Mercedes, your race winners today.
So here, we both get 3 points. I was only just off his fastest lap. Now he's 3 points away and I'm 5 points away, so it is possible that I can still get it, but very unlikely. But I don't know what will happen if we like tie. That's never happened to me before. So we're coming up quite close to team claim level 11. There we get 345k from our sponsors, and we get an extra 20k because we have 50k and he has 30k damages. So you know. So our total is up to 3.5 million now.
We had a major issue on the production line earlier this week, so the
So,
entire development package
we come
this
back.
weekend's failed.
I
Thanks for
invest
stepping in and
50k
helping handle that.
in, and we get some resource points back. As you can see, the car's back to normal. No more special livery. Kind of sad, but we move on. So we actually get all of our developments. The only development that didn't come through was a durability one. I think it's durability, but that means we have we moved up. We're at the bottom of chassis, which I kind of found hard to believe. I thought I was definitely going to be higher up in the chassis department. Apparently not. But here we are investing a bit more into all of the departments. So they should all be ready for the Belgian Grand Prix, which pretty useful. I think one of them takes, yeah, that one takes until basically Russia. I think that's not Russia. I don't think. Yeah, they take such a long time to get on the car. And so that's definitely something we need to invest in. Here, I go with plus 7 of awareness and remove 5 race car after. I want to get the amount of damages down. But anyway, I would like to thank you all for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, subscribe, make sure to check out the other episodes, and if you want to watch more, then it should be out tomorrow, where there might be 2 videos out tomorrow, because I missed one yesterday, which was meant to be this one. Anyway, so make sure to check out those other ones. I just want to thank you all for watching yet again, and I will see you all in the next video. Goodbye.